All right. I think we're good. Seems like we're good. Duncan Robinson signs the largest contract ever for an undrafted NBA player. Detroit guy, what's up? Southern soccer idiot. That's pretty dope. What's going on, fellas? Thought I'd jump on, put the kids to bed, and jump on a little live stream action. Kind of catching up on what's good. Duncan Robinson, 5 years, $90 million. Shit. Goodness, man. Chris Paul got $120 million. 4 year, $120 million. They gotta pay him out. Yeah, man, $190 million for Duncan Robinson. I mean, Duncan Robinson is good, but I mean, he's a role player, in my opinion. I mean, there's a lot of other guys who would be more worthy of a contract like that than before Duncan Robinson. That's weird, man. I would have never thought they'd pay him. Hobby Beast, what's up, guys? How am I like? He went to Michigan. He's Detroit. I mean, he's solid. He's a solid. I mean, he's a good shooter. Plays decent defense. I like him. Don't get me wrong, but my guy, 5 years, 90. That's almost $20 million a month. I mean, $20 million a year. That's steep, brother. Duncan Hines. Duncan Hines is killing it. Hobby Beast, what's up, my guy? Free agent day. Oh, man. So, admittedly, I haven't really been on it too much today. I was pretty vegging out today. Professor Oak, what's going on, guy? VK, what's going on, man? Any rumors on PSA opening? No rumors. I haven't heard anything. I heard that at the National, PSA sold out within like the first couple of days because somebody showed up with like 1,000 cards and then somebody else showed up with like 1,500 cards. So they sold out instantly. Like the line was like stupid long and then they had to cut it off. I don't know what's going on there, but that's that plan kind of backfired on them. Let me see what else we got here. My Rockets came out smelling like roses out of that draft, though. I know that much. They killed it. PSA 10 slabs just went up 25% since they're being more strict with 10s. Yeah, what's up, 357? Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. I would not doubt that that those 10s are going to fetch a premium, which is why I'm still... I mean, shit, I'm still on the lookout. If I find... I mean, I just picked up a Kemp in a PSA 10. And, you know, I paid up for it pretty good. So, shit, I just wanted to hurry up and get one in before prices get stupid. You know, but yeah, man, PSA 10s, I mean, that's an eventuality. Whenever you're not handing them out anymore, you know, they're creating the scarcity in the market that they're looking to create, and then, you know, boom, there you have it. uh, you know, all of a sudden you're paying premiums for PSA 10s. Dun, 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 dun. Jalen Hurts already impressed. Big time throws. I mean, I'm not really that much into football. I mean, I am into football. I love football, but I don't really follow it as close as I follow basketball. Lonzo Ball, 4-year, $85 million offer sheet. Oh, wait a second. He got traded to the Bulls? Holy shit. Did that just happen? That must have happened today. Holy shit. Man, that Ball kid, $85 million again. Good player. Jesus, man, they are doling out some cash. And a second-round draft pick to the Pelicans. I mean, the kid's good, but geez, Louise. Overall draft pick. Yeah, 14 points. He's averaging 14 points a game. I mean, it's like, what are we doing here? What's going on, everybody? What's up? Josh. Hey, I appreciate the kind words there, Josh. Thank you. Herbert's, yeah. Again, this is it, we're in this kind of time in the market right now where anybody who's showing any kind of promise, flash in the pans at a rookie, you know, they could potentially be the next $5 million card, and people are jumping all over it. Let's see here. Yeah, I didn't know he got traded. I'm just catching up, like on all of the free agency stuff. I mean, free agency opened up at 6 this afternoon or this evening, right? And man, it's been a flurry. It's been a flurry, which is weird. Man, Lonzo Ball, $85 million. Duncan Robinson, $90 million. You know, CP3 got $120 million over 4 years, which, I mean, okay. I think CP3 has an obvious impact anywhere that he goes, but I mean, he doesn't have 4 years left. I don't think he's got maybe one good solid year where he can still produce at a CP3 level, and then after that, it's gonna be that next step is gonna be a doozy. Duncan stayed. Tampa Home Investors, what's up? Duncan stayed in. He stayed in Miami. Miami shelled out the money for him, which is weird. Super weird, man. I think they paid way too much money for him. Very, very interesting. So have you guys had a chance to? If you guys haven't, I would suggest checking out the last video that I just posted about the crossovers, where I crossovered some low grade PSAs to SGC, and came back with some pretty interesting results. I don't know if anybody's had a chance to check out that. Who isn't overpaid? And I'm the biggest capitalist there is. Yeah, there's an argument for that, man. That all NBA players are overpaid. I think sports athletes in general in the leagues are overpaid. Man, a lot of free agency stuff going on. Yo, Lowry got traded too? Man, what? I knew he was like in the running to go. What was his contract like? Now Kyle Lowry's a beast. Lowry announced 3 years, 90 million. Okay, that's a pretty good contract for Kyle Lowry. Not too long, but still paying on top money. I'm still mad that the Rockets had him, man, and they just I think it was him and D'Antoni just did not get along with each other. Miami took free agent Eastern rival former forward to a deal. Sources confirmed. Yeah, free agent Max Strus is returning to the Heat as well. It's 2-year, $3.5 million deal. Oh man, this is nuts, man. A bunch of people are. Oh, Josh, the shade from the PSA fanboys on my last video is already coming. It's already there, man. It's already in the comments, dude. It's hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious. PJ Tucker. Did any of you guys go to the National? Anybody got any insights on that? I would have loved to have gone, man. But, you know, I heard PSA sold out of their spots for on-site grading. And I heard that a lot of slabs were selling, a lot of SGC slabs moving hands at the National as well, which was pretty dope to hear. Yeah, check it out, Tampa. It was interesting. He's gonna be a pack of dogs next season. That was a good pickup too. Who'd they pick up? What? Miami picked up PJ Tucker? When did that happen? Jesus, man. I take off one day from sports news and I'm losing it. Oh, man. I love PJ, man. PJ is such a dog, man. I love that dude. Big fan of PJ Tucker. Wow, I did not know. Somebody tweeted that the Bucks owner spent $25 million on a new house in 2020 but refuses to pay PJ Tucker $15 million over 2 years to maintain a core that just won a title with prime Giannis on the roster. Hard to be anything but disgusted. Please do not put capes for billionaires in the replies. Oh, man. Neo and Flippin' Steve says that SGC was not moving. A SGC table wouldn't even buy SGC slabs. Oh, wow. That's crazy. PSA had to stop stubs because they ran out of plastic slabs and then reopened. Oh, so they shut down and then they opened back up? That's cool. I didn't know that. I just heard that they shut down. PSA had to stop. Hey, what's up, Tom? What are you thinking on HGA? So, if y'all don't know today, I think, man, you got to kind of admire what Tyler's doing with HGA. You can never accuse him of trying to make money off the hobby, because I don't think that that's what he's doing. But it was funny today because they put out something today that they said that they were going to raise prices. And so I didn't get a chance to look at it fully, so I don't know how much the prices went up or how much the prices went down. I mean how much they went up initially. But it was just a couple bucks from what I understand. It didn't go up a lot, but it did go up. I mean, he did bring his prices up. And I think really what they were doing, and a lot of people who aren't in operations won't understand this, but I think what they were really trying to do is set a premium price for the onesie-twosies, right? Because operationally, volume is going to cost you more to put through. So if he gets 20 orders at one card each versus one order at 20 cards, well, then that's a lot more manpower he's going to have to deal with from the logistics side to deal with those 20 orders. And those, just from a business standpoint, should cost more, right? If you're gonna send in one, it should cost you more than it would if you were gonna send in 20. And I think that's kind of what he was trying to do. He was trying to right size the cost versus the quantity that you're gonna submit. And in doing so, apparently, he took a lot of heat for it. Because a lot of it just comes simply from bashing the other companies when they raise their prices. When in all actuality, they're raising their prices, maybe to take advantage of a hot market, but also to keep from having to operationally lose money when they're dealing with these little onesie twosie orders. And so he caught a shitload of flack. I mean, like, people were commenting, and but that's what happens when you shit on other companies for raising prices, only to find out that operationally you're going to have to raise prices at some point. He's going to get the backlash, and he did. And then came back afterwards and was like, all right, we won't raise any prices. And then I think he changed the price of a custom slab or a custom label from, it was at $10, then he raised it to $20, and then he brought it back down to $10 again. And while that's admirable, right, from a collector's standpoint, that's just not good business, man. Prices of everything has gone up, and he mentioned prices of plastic going up, and so I just don't know. But one of the things that we do need to pay attention to and look out for is in the post that he made where he mentioned, okay, we're gonna bring prices back down. We'll figure out a way to cut corners and to cut the cost, or not cut corners. He didn't say cut corners. He said, we're going to have to figure out a way to cut the price internally, cut our cost internally to keep up with things. And that kind of scares me a little bit because, you're going to get to a point to where you're trimming the fat, and eventually you're going to hit bone. And I've seen that happen so many times in business and in corporate. It doesn't work, and eventually you have to raise your prices. But that's kind of my thing there. Went out to the police, bracelets on. Yeah, so Tom, they lowered them, but initially he had raised them. He lowered them after the fact. A couple live streams ago, I gave you some props for the 3,000 subs. Looks like you're well on your way to 4,000. Elon, what's up, brother? Yeah, man, it's you guys. It's just the support I'm getting from everybody. So it's much appreciated, and I really do appreciate all of you for subbing and for watching and for sharing and all that good stuff. I mean, that helps me out a ton. So thank you guys. Doesn't HGA have a cap of how many cards they'll grade, and then how would they lose money for the smaller versus bulk orders? So Tampa, again, it's the handling, right? Ideally they don't want to handle too many small order boxes than they would for big bulk orders. So interesting. I was just about to pick up an Iverson and an SGC slab. Now you have me thinking about it. Hey, Tampa, I got a couple of Iversons. If you're interested in one, I think I got some doubles. Shoot me an email, man. Let me know. We'll work out a deal. The $1 million question. What's up, Eric S? The $1 million question is, what will PSA do? And that's the unknown. Yeah, it is the unknown. I'll give you guys, the 30 of you that are on here, I'll give you guys a preview of Wednesday's update video. Spoiler alert: PSA's output actually went down pretty significantly. So we'll see what that's kind of what I expected. I expected their output to go down because they were sending additional resources to the national, and I don't know if at some point they're going to get caught up with putting those into the system. Or what, but we'll see. That's just kind of how it works, man. That's the reason why I keep up with these numbers. I try to keep up with these numbers every month or every week, because big things like this, like the national and them actually sending graders to the national, is going to affect how long you are going to wait for any orders that you have sitting in PSA purgatory at the moment. I mean, I have 3 Hakeem Olajuwon 86 Fleer Hakeem Olajuwon cards that have been sitting there since October of last year. I mean, I'm about to. They're about to have a birthday in 4 months or in 2 months, which is insane, absolutely insane. Tom, thanks for that donation, man, for that super chat. I really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. But that's the thing. What are they gonna do? They just keep doing things, in my opinion, that they keep doing things that tell me that they don't care, right? Because essentially they have your money already. What are you gonna do? Like, stop subbing? No, they received more orders in 1 month than they did the previous year, and so they've made their money. Like, and then now they're still getting submissions at these premium prices. They don't care, man. They have, people have given them zero incentive to care about anything that they're doing. And people just keep subbing, and people just keep waiting, and they're like, man, if you guys are going to give us your money, then give us your money. We don't care, so it is what it is, man. I really don't know. Tao, any predictions on when $100 tier might open up based on the data? So the last bit of data that I saw, look for, so we just finished up Q2, we're into Q3 now, so look for an announcement right at the end of Q3, so October-ish, or September-ish, for them to try to do something as they're going into Q4. So, if I had to make a prediction, I would say that before the end of the year, they're going to start introducing some new tiers. But really look for the end of Q3, beginning of Q4, for them to really make some announcements, because I just don't know how long they're going to be able to hold off on this. They've already made it clear that they don't care about catching up. They really don't, and so we'll see we'll see what they say as far as opening up new tiers. But I just don't see it happening. It is what it is. I know PSA had to make an appearance at the National, but it's complete BS for people that are waiting for their orders. Hey, man, Tampa, I completely agree, and that's one of the things I wanted to talk about also, and I was going to do a video on it, but I just kind of felt like I missed the boat on it. But and I get constantly accused of being a SGC fanboy, but SGC is just, what SGC did at the National to me was the exact reason why I will always sub with them. And aside from the fact that I love their slabs and I love their consistent grading, but as a company, they said, hey, we are still going to have a presence at the National, but we're not going to take away from the people that we have that are grading to give everybody these great turnarounds. And we're not going to take away from that, but instead we're going to go there and we're going to give back to the people who are keeping our people busy. And that's exactly what they did. They showed up and they handed out swag, and they did breaks, and they did live breaks, and they did all kinds of stuff that was, in my opinion, the right thing to do. Like, I didn't say I didn't want PSA to have a presence at the National, but the fact that they had a presence at the National and then they were taken away from graders, and then I pulled the data this week and the numbers were a lot less than they were last month or last week. I mean, that just tells you that I was right. They're going to take people over there, and it's going to take away from the people that were grading back in California to try to get them through that backlog. And it just further iterates that PSA does not care about catching up. They don't care. They just flat out don't care. So, I mean, that's kind of what it is. My buddy is at the National, and he told me that he encountered at least 70 graders. Holy crap. Wow. What's up, Eric? 70 graders. Wow, that is just insane. PSA continues to slap everyone across the face. I was a fool to think they would be better under Nat's direction. Nah, man, I just don't think it's gonna get any better under anybody's direction. I mean, Nat's a businessman. I don't know what to say. What's up, Flippin'? My bud went there to see what people went there to grade, and is trying to get a head count of graders on site. Based on all of his interviews, Nat's hands off and is letting the same people make all the decisions. made in the past. AK, the people got them jammed up with no solutions. Yeah, so with Joe Orlando stepping down and then Nat stepping into the role of running the company, you know, I don't know how much internal house cleaning they're doing in terms of just like trying to get rid of the people who were responsible for for causing this log jam in the first place. I haven't really heard anything in terms of. I mean, obviously they're not gonna do much advertising of them firing key management and stuff like that. But it's definitely a thing that they need to keep their eyes on for sure. All right, let's see here. Thanks, bro. I think the $100 tier will be opening up. Cards being held right now. I think they'll be selling and collecting money for that. Yeah. So, Tao, I don't want them to open up anything until they're caught up. That's just my opinion. I would like to see them not take on a single card more until they finish what they have in hand right now. But that's just me. I just had my first order get completed through PSA. 4 out of 5 cards weren't graded. I got charged for 3. Luckily, one of them more than pays for all of them. Flipping, that sucks, man. 4 out of the 5 cards weren't graded. Luckily, one of them graded for more. Yeah, so yeah, man. But still, I mean, like, this is like, you should still be, even though you got that one card that pretty much is going to pay for your sub, you should still be pretty pissed off about the fact they've been holding on to your cards for that long, and you got a handful of them that got graded. Worst part is cards being held hostage. They should offer to allow to get my cards back. So Scott, what's up, Scott? I heard that if you bug them enough, they will cancel your order and send you your cards back. That's what I've heard before. So I don't even know if that's true. Posted one of your videos about PSA in the last video. I don't trust PSA and more. Yeah, I don't trust them either, Tom. I just flat out don't trust them. Nat's a businessman. As PSA and all associate companies are trying to push him as a collector. Collecting is his hobby, but I'm sure he likes money more. Yeah, I mean, one of the things that I didn't like about that video that they did with Sports Card Investor was when he was like, oh yeah, I got cards that I'm waiting to submit until it gets to $20 a card. It's like, really, bro? Like, you really expect us to be that stupid and think that you're not gonna hold on to them? Like, that you didn't already push a handful of cards there? They said that at the National Pac-Man. They said at the National to Pac-Man that they graded 12,000 cards at the National. What's that? 300,000 profit. Think about that. 12,000 cards at the National, and they were charging what, $200 a card? Yeah, 2.4 million. Jesus, man, that's insane. They won't sell if they're modern cards, regardless of what people tell you. What won't sell? 357. You talking about SGC slabs? Yeah, that's pretty tough. I thought he was keeping Orlando. I didn't hear about this. No, Tampa. He let go. They let go of Orlando. Stepped down, and Nat stepped up as president, I think. You want to hear from Steve Sloan. Steve Sloan. Who is Steve Sloan? Why does that sound familiar? Is that the Collectors Universe guy? He's the owner of Collectors Universe, isn't he? Why does Steve Sloan sound familiar? Oh, he's the president of PSA. Interesting. Or the president of Collectors Universe. One of the two, yeah. Try eBay my slabs, but you have been at the same price than they're currently selling. Yeah, I mean, a lot of this stuff is not. They weren't all autos. I'm pissed. I just want to get back to you. Could you slabs? Would you please do a top 10 favorite cards in your collection? Just would be neat to say. Neat to see. Yeah, I'll do that, Ernie. Um, that's actually a pretty good idea. I don't think I've done that yet. Actually, if you look back here, I mean, a lot of them are back here. So, the two they charged me for were questionable authenticity, and the two they didn't grade were legit serial number autos. What? Hold on, flipping. So they charged you for two cards that were questionable authenticity. The two that they didn't grade were legit serial numbered autos. So the ones that they didn't grade, what did they say on those? That's crazy. So you had numbered autos, like I'm assuming Panini or Topps or something like that they didn't grade because of what? Minimum size or whatever. Jesus, man, that sucks. $12. I'd give them a try. Brandon Cooks to 99. Ginobili rookie is not considered ultra modern. What year was Ginobili? Oh, Manu. What year did he get drafted? (2002). No, because that's considered modern at that point, isn't it? 2001. Yeah, 2001, 2002. Nicholas, what's up, man? Ben, what's going on, man? Brandon Cooks 99. Trading cards and more. What's up, my guy? Trading cards and more. Y'all go check his channel out. Man. Yeah, that crossover was nuts, dude. I don't even know what's, I don't even know what to say about that. Especially the where'd it go? I think I put it away already. Especially for those of you guys who haven't watched the video yet. This one right here. This is a 9.5. Came back a 9.5. It was a PSA 8. This one came back a 9.5. This John Morant was a PSA 7. Let me see. I'm just trying to get this sucker in focus. This John Morant was a PSA 7. Came back. It was a PSA 7. Came back a 9.5. This one was an 8. Came back a 9.5. This one was a 7. Came back an 8.5. These three were all 8s. Came back. Let me see if I can get that glare out of there. There we go. 9, 8.5, and 8.5. And then this one was also an 8. And came back a 9. So I don't know who it was that was asking about Allen Iverson rookies. If you're interested in one, let me know. I got a couple 8.5s. I'll move, and then I'm keeping the rest of them. But I think my favorite one out of that whole batch was this 9.5 Iverson. I mean, that thing was a PSA 8, and it came back a 9.5. I mean, I don't know what to say to that. But anyway, you guys check that video out when y'all get a chance. And then the big one that I did was let's see. Where is it? I actually need to move this slab up there. This one originally was a PSA 8. And now it's a 10. SGC 10. I mean, it's like I said. I mean, you could make an argument, right? That one is more strict. You know, you can say, "Oh, PSA is SGC is too loose on their gradings." Okay, that's fine if you want to say that. But I don't care, loose or strict. I don't care. What I care about is consistent, right? I want them to be consistent with their grades. You know, it's funny because the PSA fanboys, right? They get really upset whenever we start talking about this kind of stuff, and then I say, oh, well, I pulled data from the pop reports, and this is what I came up with, and then they're like, oh, well, the pop reports are shit, and I'm like, well, why are the pop reports shit? Well, the pop reports are shit because people keep cracking and resubbing, like the kid with the meme, right? Like, they're cracking and resubbing because they feel like they got shit grades. It's like, Jesus, and that's the PSA fanboys that are telling me like, oh, you're using data that's shit. Like, yeah, I'm agreeing with you. The data is shit. But the reason that it's shit is because people don't trust the grades. It's that simple. It's that simple. How do you get the perfect fits for SGC? I'm not sure what you're asking there, trading cards. I'm not sure what you're asking. SGC is not more lenient. They're more accurate, and that's for sure. Yeah, so again, Tao, that's what I'm talking about. Like, lenient or strict. I don't care, right? What's important is consistency. A lot of people weren't happy with PSA at the National with their grades. Yeah, I saw I saw a couple people had some pretty funky things to say about it. SGC grades fair, but my only issue is that some of their 10s don't look like Crippy 10s to me from time to time. They're the old 10s by PSA is what they look like. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'll be 100, and again, this is just me being 100% transparent with you guys. That Luka that was a PSA 8, I didn't expect that to come back a 10. I really didn't, because I felt it was more of a 9.5. Oh, my printer going off. I honestly felt like it was a 9.5, and I felt like if it would have came back a 9.5, it would have been a good grade. I felt like if it would have came back a 9, I would have been like, okay, I could see a 9. But when it came back a 10, I felt like that was a little on the lenient side. But again, when I looked at it, when I sent it in, it wasn't an 8. It damn sure wasn't an 8. That John Morant was a 7. And I was like, I'm looking at the card and I'm like, there is nothing on here. And this is a Prism card. I'm like, there's nothing on here that makes this a 7. Where is this a 7? Right? And came back a 9.5. The same thing with the Skybox Premium Allen Iverson. It was an 8. And it did not look like an 8. It looked like a 9.95. And it came back a 9.5. So, that's one of the things that, somebody was like, oh, well, how do you know that it's not SGC that's being inconsistent? Well, you can make an argument that SGC is being too lenient or too strict, but I have yet, I have a box full of SGC slabs that I've submitted myself. I have tons that I've sold. I have yet to get back a card from SGC where I'm like, this is just not right. There is just no way that this card received this grade. Whoever's looking at this must be absolutely blind. It hasn't gotten there for me. I have yet to get a card like that. But I've had several like that from PSA with the cards that I submitted initially when I first got into grading cards, and then with this batch of cards that I bought that were 7s and 8s that I resubmitted, and clearly they were not that bad. Some of them jumping up to 2 points. It's insane. 2.5 points on that John Morant. It's just crazy. So I even had a certificate of authenticity from one of the questionable ones. See, that's what I'm talking about. Flipping, like, what do you do in that case? Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I think it's nuts. I think PSA is grading on a bell curve. Not too many 10s, good amounts of 8s and 9s. But I love podcast. How you doing, man? Welcome. I don't want them to grade on a bell curve, right? If they grade consistently within a standard and it just so happens to fall into a bell curve as a result, then great. But for them to aim for a bell curve is pretty shitty, right? They're aiming for an outcome, and that's what I don't like. Trading Card says, my last return was a good one. I had a good grader. It shouldn't be up to the grader, man. It should be whether or not you got good cards. Did you submit 10s? If you did, then you should gotten 10s. You know? Oh, so trading cards, you're talking about, so I actually have to credit my man Pete over at the Dream Collector. These Beckett sleeves fit SGC slabs like on the money. So if you're looking for sleeves for this, I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. It's the BGS Beckett Shield. These are pretty. They fit. They fit them really good. So yeah. I do have to say that I know that people who would snap. Whoa, where do we go here? Oh man, I'm behind on these comments, guys. I'm sorry. More cards graded than the serial number, i.e., pop 25 graded 30 times. Yeah, I mean, Brian. Yeah, that's, you know, cracking and resubbing. You know, there's 3D print collectibles. They have a different size for different companies. I think PSA is just setting up for the golden auction house, only selling PSAs and taking a market from the eBay and then get more money in their pockets. What's up, Josh? Yeah, man, I think it was the guy from Golden that mentioned a marketplace, that they're trying to put together a marketplace. That's interesting. Nothing wrong with perfect centering, snapping and sending it off to SGC. What's up, Seth? Good luck to you on that snap and resub, man. I hope you get the grade you're looking for on that one. Your pop report stats are awesome. PSA is just in transition. You're reporting real-time change. Thanks, Jacob. Appreciate that, man. Yeah, I'm just trying to, snap some data and see what's up. Inglorious P, what's up, man? I send everything to CSG now. I love them. They make words bolder and they take off. What is going on with my printer? Oh well. Anyway, my printer just like randomly started going off. Got a card from Fanatics. You ever heard of them? From Fanatics. What's up with Fanatics? Fanatics has their own card now? Did you follow the HGA announcement today? Hey, what's up, KP? Yeah, I did, man. They raised prices and then dropped prices. They got caught too much flack. So, naturally, one of the big responses that I got back from that crossover video, if you haven't had a chance to check that out, is that a lot of people are saying like, oh, like I'm gonna start doing that. I'm gonna start finding 7s and 8s and then sending them and cracking them and resubbing them and getting them. Obviously, in my experiment, it proved to be a viable solution if you're looking for a higher grade in a particular card. I don't know how well that's gonna bode for investment or trying to get more money for a particular card. I pulled up the values on a couple of these, and the difference between what they were in a PSA 7 or 8 versus what they are now in a 9.95 was only like 20 or 30 bucks more. And so, because you're going to spend 30 bucks on getting it subbed or 25 if you go through a group sub, it's not financially the best thing to do, right? But if you don't want to pay top dollar for a PSA, or for a high SGC 10 or something like that, or a SGC 9.5, it just gives you an idea of where you can submit your cards to begin with, right? Aside from the fact that you're going to get your cards back in 15 calendar days, 10 business days. This last one was a 10 business day thing. And again, for me, all these cards that I sent were all PC. Like, I went on a nice little run of Allen Iverson rookie cards that I've been wanting to buy for a while. And that's where I decided to do this experiment. And then I threw in, a couple of modern cards just for, for the sake of doing some modern stuff. And then I also threw in a 91 Jordan Skybox. Again, just to kind of test out a couple other things. But, we'll see what happens with that. But I don't think it's a good investment strategy. So I would not suggest doing it as an investment. But, if you want to avoid dealing with PSA altogether, I would just go ahead and send them to SGC to begin with. So, cards have been through the grade process in 2 weeks. So your experiment is interesting. Thinking of trying some PSA 7s and 8s and would be resubbed to SGC 9s would be ideal. Yeah. I want to say JChez 12. If you're looking just for good high grade cards in your PC, then that's totally a viable solution. Use SGC when I finally realized I needed to move some cards. My first 12 cards took like 5 days, and I've been hooked ever since. What's up, Jeremy? Yeah, man. That turnaround is probably the best part about SGC, is the turnaround and getting your cards back quickly. It was pretty dope. It was explained to me basically certain cards, big cards, have notes about problems from the graders to look for. Some will have a list of 20 different things to look for, while most cards have no notes. Carl, hey, thanks, man, for that comment. Can you elaborate on that just a little bit? So you're saying when they go to PSA, some of those cards have certain notes that is already telling the grader what to look for? Because if that's the case, then that's pretty shitty in and of itself, I think. That's interesting. I'm not looking for an investment when I do cards for PC. Yep, that's what I would do. Have you tried cracking SGC 10s and submitting them to PSA/BGS? No, I have not done that. And the main reason why is because I don't want to wait 6 months. And I also don't want to pay $400 or $300 for a quick turnaround from either of those companies. And I also don't want to spend any money with them. So, I know that for a lot of people that was like a thing, right? Is to buy SGC 9s, 9.5s, and then send them to PSA, crack them, and resub them. And a lot of people, I think, are going to get burned, in doing that, because I don't think it's not going to pan out the way they want it to pan out. So yeah, we'll see. I still owe over 100. I collected PSA from 2016 to 2020. I still own over 1,000 PSA graded cards. PSA is absolute trash. I will never sub with them or collect them ever again. I switched to SGC early last year and zero regrets. GLS25, my man. Congratulations on seeing the light, my brother. I'm happy to see that there are still some very smart people out there that were PSA collectors that have seen recently what PSA is doing and are not happy about it, and making a stand and making a change. So congratulations to you, man. I'm glad that you're happy with SGC and everything's panning out for your collection. I think you can find very good value in a PSA 8 or 8.5, especially newer graded ones. Stay away from the obvious white corners or really bad centering, because that jumps out at the graders above other subjects. So KP, my big thing was, somebody asked me in the comments of that particular video how I knew the cards were recently graded. So those of you that remember or that have seen the video where my brother submitted on a 2-day grade, this is back when the 2-day turnaround was $200. He submitted a handful of cards to PSA, and we got those back pretty quick. We got them back in like a week or like 2 weeks, I think, something like that. But I used that as a benchmark for when the cards were graded, and pretty much looking at anything that starts with a 5 in that serial number. So like, for example, my Sean Kemp is 506. I know you guys can't see that, but this number here, look for this number to be above, be a 5 or more. If it's a 5 or more, it was recently graded, and better chance of being able to upgrade it, I guess. I know a PSA grader that left PSA in 2015. He left due to the shady events he witnessed, but still has never said what was shady. Eric, yo, my man. One of the things that I want to do is speak to somebody like your buddy. So if you can email me and get me in contact with him, man, I would love to talk with him, and I'll keep it completely anonymous. But I would love to be in contact with your buddy, man, because that is mad shady, super shady, man. Guys, I'm having a hard time keeping up with these comments, man. You guys are in here, 91 of you guys. If you haven't already, please hit the like button on this live stream. I would really appreciate it. Whenever I get time, I do these. I love doing these because I get a chance to read and interact with you guys, which is dope. HGA is $20 for a 60-day sub. Hey, man, I like your content. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Meech. Appreciate it. I've subbed a few orders with SGC, only a couple cards at a time. I did the least expensive ones, and I got the cards back in about a week and a half. So my last sub took exactly 11 calendar days, which was a total of 9 business days. So that's pretty good. CSG is the best deal. They're tough grader, but sell for less than raw. Great cracking. Okay, dude, that's it. Ever considered attempting to analyze SGC sales, quantity sold, prices sold versus PSA? Tao, I do have an affiliate with Card Hedger. If you guys want to check that out, I have affiliate links for all that stuff in my videos. Just go find an affiliate link for them. I am going to do one because I wanted to see if there's any progression in the prices of SGC. So we'll see kind of what that looks like. Did you see the HGA two Marcus Smart cards with the custom off-center label? That was hilarious. Hobby Beast. I saw that, and that is one of the best concepts in a custom slab. If you guys haven't seen that, I'm gonna share my screen here. What we're talking about here, the card was terribly cut, and they did a custom slab for it. Here it is right here. This was hilarious. So this Marcus Smart card was obviously miscut, like terribly miscut. But then they did the they did the label to match it, which was, I mean, this is hilarious. This is when I see custom slabs and stuff like that. This is what I'm talking about. I think this is perfect. Like, I would have loved to have this card in my collection. Just 'cause, I mean, that's so creative. It's like it's beautiful. And then this Jalen Rieger. I mean, their tie dyes are just so dope. I got so many tie dye Clint Capellas that I want to submit. That I feel are gonna be just so dope for that. But yeah, I did see that, man. That was hilarious. I love that they did that. Let's see here. What's up, guys? Man, you guys are in here. I appreciate y'all. Please get a former PSA grader on the show. That would be so epic. I know, dude. Trust me. I'm pushing for that. I really need to find somebody. If you guys have any contacts or any former graders, the more recent, the better. But if you guys know anybody, if you have any contacts that would be willing to come on and or just meet with me and just talk, man, I will keep them totally anonymous. I will keep them, I won't reveal who they are, and I would love to talk to somebody. It'd be so dope. Just stick a $20 card in the card saver one and get an instant 10. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that helps. How is there no former PSA graders to ask about things? You'd think someone would have them on a YouTube channel by now. KP, I gotta imagine there's some sort of NDA that they sign. They have to sign some sort of an NDA, which is why, probably a lot of people don't want to have them on the show either, just for legal issues. But I mean, shit. I only, I'm a small channel here. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna mess with me too much. He did tell me that when Steve Grad left it go, there's a black cloud that started to brew. So Steve Grad, I'm assuming, is somebody who used to run the show there. I don't know much about the history of PSA. Sean Kemp, baby. That's right. Yep, got that. Picked this thing up just recently. Pretty happy about it. I have this in a 9, but I'm glad to have picked it up in a 10. I might actually sell my 9 and pick up a 10, or to kind of offset the cost for that. Global Sports Card Investor, what's going on, champ? Let's see here. I'd buy that Marcus Smart just because of that. Yeah, totally. I mean, it's it's creative. It's that's the kind of shit that you want to do. You would spend the extra $10 on a label like that, and that's kind of what you want. I truly believe former graders sign an agreement above the employment that states if you leave PSA, you're not allowed to talk about his practices. You'll be held legal issue. Yeah, I'm sure they got a gag order of some sort that's keeping anybody from talking. So that Marcus Smart card would be probably better. It would probably sell better than a PSA 10 now. Yeah, that's it's like one of those things. It's like a hallmark in the card industry, right? The first time that somebody did that, and now that they did that, and somebody actually came up with that, or a PSA or HGA actually did that, I'm pretty sure they're going to get a lot more. So imagine. Just forget about Marcus Smart for a second. Like, imagine if somebody has like a really off-centered cut, LeBron rookie or a KD rookie or something like that they just have in a case like this, that they know if they sent it in for a regular slab, it would get a terrible grade. But, to be able to get whatever the grade is and then just have that uniqueness to the slab is pretty dope. So we'll see what it is. Plain and simple, PSA is corrupt AF. I don't disagree with you, bro. I just searched 1990 Skybox Metal Hobby Box on YouTube and found your video. Oh, hey, what's up? Poke Kobe. Poke Kobe. That's interesting. Poke Kobe. '99 2000 Skybox Metal Hobby Box. Did I crack open a Skybox Metal? Oh, you know what? Yeah, my brother actually bought me that for Christmas last year. There's a very long history with SGC, PSA, and all the other grading companies have come and gone. Yeah, so it was funny. I was reading a comment that somebody said in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in. Somebody asked a question. They said, hey, why is SGC not getting the respect that they deserve? They have been in the hobby for a very long time, and they've been a big name in the vintage game, right? And somebody posted something that I thought was really interesting that never occurred to me. In the Beckett magazines, before Beckett was grading, before they were doing grading, I read there that somebody said that that Beckett blackballed SGC from being able to advertised in the Beckett magazines, and that it was only PSA that was advertising in the Beckett magazines back when grading was first starting to become a thing, and that had like a really adverse effect on them in general and in their growth. And I mean, anytime you stifle any company for any amount of time, it's gonna do that. So all right, I'm going to do a quick battery swap here. So I'm going to lose y'all for a second. So y'all should still have audio but no video. I know y'all lost me. Hold on a second. Uh-oh. I think I lost everything. I might have lost video altogether. Trying to switch out the battery on this thing. Let me see. Uh-oh. Yep, I definitely lost video. Well, that might have just ended the live stream, folks. I think I lost complete video. Oh, there we go. I think we got it back now. All right. There we go. All right. Sorry, this is what happens when you do videos with shitty camera equipment. There we go. All right. There we go. All right. Yeah, so I switched over to this DSLR camera just because I kind of felt like it was a little bit better. I got some pretty decent Nikon glass. Oh shit, hold on. But it has like this shutter thing that doesn't stay on, and it's like it's a pain in the ass. I gotta like rig it up with like some stuff, and it's not the most efficient thing, but it'll do for now, I suppose. There it goes. All right, now we're good. All right, sorry about that, guys. It's Old Faithful. Never kill the lights at a gangster party. You've been at too many gangster parties. I don't want to know how you know that. Oh, that's funny. All right. Podcast now. Yeah, we just temporarily went from a video to a podcast. So, no, I'm gonna shut it down here in a few minutes anyway. I gotta, you know, I try not to be. Trae Young, $200 million contract. No way. I mean, well deserved. I love the kid, man. I love his game. I'm really just concerned about the new $170 million max extension for Trae Young. Man, that is a banger of a contract that they just gave that kid. Well deserved. That kid balled out. Wow, 200 mil. Goodness. Thanks for that, Josh. I like I said, I haven't been keeping up with free agency, but man. So what was I saying? I was talking about how SGC was blackballed from the BGS Beckett magazines back in the day, so they didn't get an opportunity to really grow like they should have, which kind of sucks. You know, I truly believe SGA should focus on making their slab art pieces. They collaborate with Ben Baller and some of the other top projects. 2020 cards designed to slabs add value. Charles, what's up, man? Charles Trujillo. Yeah, man. You know, I'm kind of on the fence about that, right? I think one of the main purposes of grading card companies, in my opinion, is to add some value to the card in the sense of giving it a grade, giving it a good, fair grade. But I really don't want the slab to become part of the art that is the card. I want the card to stand on its own, and I want the card to be the star of the show. I don't want the slab or the label to be part of the show. I want the slab and the label to be there for the purposes of protecting the card in the case of the slab, and then to tell me what the grade is on the card in the case of the label. But I want the card to really be the star of the show. And that's kind of one of the issues that I have with SGC is that some of their slabs and some of their labels, they just take away too much. They become part of the show, and I don't want that. That's just me personally, right? Some people feel completely different, but in my opinion, I want the card to be the standout, and that's one of the reasons why I love SGC slabs so much, because they got black labels, the black backgrounds, and the very black and monochrome label. It doesn't take away from anything, and to me, that's good stuff. But yeah, man, Trae Young, $200 million extension. That's crazy. That's crazy. They had to re-sign him. They really did. I feel like they did. I feel like they had to do something, because that kid is, I mean, he's up there. I really think he is. Peter Cook, Pete. What's up, Pete? My man. I was happy to see the Westbrook signing. I think that can only hurt LeBron and the Lakers. Hey, you and me both, brother. I'm going to tell you something right now, and I'm going to say this right now on this live stream. The Lakers next season are going to be a shit show. Get your popcorn ready, because it's going to be a shit show. Trust me. Trae Young is marketable. I like the kid too, man. SGA got a $172 million extension? No way. That kid's good too, but man, the NBA is handing out money. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Okay, so I think that might just be a rumor. Oh no, 8 minutes ago. Oh, Woj does not sleep. Woj does not sleep. Oklahoma City Thunder guard SGA has agreed to 5-year, $172 million maximum rookie contract extension. These boys are getting paid. I love it. I love it. That is the next generation of the NBA, and they're getting paid, and good for them. Good for them. Let's see here. Sorry if I'm missing you guys' questions, man. I really am. If you got a question, just like tag me in it. Or the super chats work too. Super chat. We had somebody drop a super chat earlier. Much appreciated. Those are always appreciated. If you haven't liked the video, if you're watching and you're in the live stream and you're hanging out with us, hit the like button on the live stream. That helps out as well. Jacob, we all know you're handsome. We don't need to see you. Appreciate that, man. My salt and pepper hair going on here, but it works. What's the basis of your Eric S? Eric, somebody said something about a lawsuit. Hold up, Watts. PSA and I don't get along. I'm not allowed to go in the lobby. Hold on, Eric. What'd you do, man? You beat somebody up at PSA? Them and at the ended up with Beckham. Did I miss something about a lawsuit? From what I know, he's failing. He had a falling out with PSA. Steve Sloan, Joe Orlando had something to do with PSA. Total reporter Steve Gray. He was saying, Steve Sloan feud. Okay. Anyway, I must have lost out. Bud F. PSA will always be the top dog for high-end sales because they ensure guarantee the authenticity and grade. Those headlines should carry a lot of weight across all those price levels. Bud, I'm not sure I picked up on your comment there, but one thing I will say is you're right. They do ensure their grades, and if something goes awry with the card or it's like labeled as a fake or something like that, they'll pay up. They'll pay up. So, we'll see. We'll see if that continues to be the thing. Make the cards pop. Frustrated on how the lawyers went about it. I own a 2001 Upper Deck Unlimited collection. I bought it new. Came with one graded card. Guess what grading company UD chose? SGC. I bought the box and the display for my LCS back then. Yeah. SGA grade. Would SGA grade a classic future Anthony Hardaway oversized card? I think they do grade oversized stuff. I think they just charge you a premium for the slab blade. Don't quote me on that. I think they do. I think they have something. I can't find it right now, but I'm pretty sure they do. Do you have any videos going into the specifics on SGC grading? Cody, I got a handful of videos on SGC, man. I'm a SGC fanboy, first and foremost. So I'm pretty sure if you do some digging around on my channel, you'll find something there. Not really sure what you mean in terms of the specifics, but I know they just recently released a video with Sports Card Investor where they're going through the details of how they grade cards and all that stuff. So you might want to check that out too. Colin Sexton needs to get paid. Colin Sexton does need to get paid. I agree with you on that. Yeah, Colin Sexton needs to get paid. Hey, man, love the channel. Feel like you probably have answered this in the video before, but what would be your prediction for when PSA brings back grading in the $20 to $50 range? Trike Sports Cards. What's up, my man? So I did answer this earlier, but it was more in reference to the $100 a card range. And I said that you would probably see that close to the end of the year. I don't imagine that PSA is going to let the year close out without getting close to that $100, if not under the $100 range per card. But in reference to your question about the $20 to $50 range, I honestly think that we're not going to see ever going to see prices for PSA fall under the $30 range. So I don't think we'll ever see the $20 range again from PSA. But again, that $30 to $50 range, you're probably not going to see that until sometime next year, man. That's how I feel, my opinion. If the grading company has a great reputation, has a long-lasting influence, then I don't care who I grade with. Yeah. My buddy just paid out $7,000 on a Chipper Jones 96 Mirror Gold PSA 10 that they bought down to a PSA 8 because the original grader let a scratch slip through that should have made it not a gem 10. So Tampa, they paid your buddy $7,000. Is that how that went? So they do pay out from time to time. They want to give him $3,000 on it at first, and he had to fight to prove everything. Oh, okay. So yeah, so they paid him out. Dang, that's crazy. Peter Cook, the more SGC cards, the more people will have no choice but to consider SGC. They need a better marketing through and a label change. So Tao, you think SGC should swap out their labels, man? I love their labels. I think their labels are pretty good. Oh man, so long story short, why did you sue? Who's suing? Eric, who you suing, bro? I want to know. My suit was based on consistency of grading and how grading times were not being met. Oh, you really sued PSA? Dang, bro. That's David and Goliath right there. That's what I'm talking about. One sense, a nutshell reason for your suit against PSA. Oh yeah, everybody's interested in Eric's suit against PSA. So am I. I want to know who you're suing, man. That's good. I mean, somebody should, you know. Eric, the lawyers then added fraud due to grading altered cards. Hold on, Eric, are you the one that sued them for that? Like earlier this year or earlier last year? Is that just a you suit, or is that are you doing like a class action thing? Hold up, Eric, we're gonna have to chat, my brother. It was me versus PSA PWCC. Oh, yo, so are you the one that I read about in that article? There is an article out there. Hold up. We might actually have a celebrity in the house, folks. Let's go according to the no, this guy was named. His name was Lance Jackson. That's not you, is it? Holy crap, man. That is you. Holy shit, Eric. That's dope. I mean, I don't want to say it's dope that like you had to sue PSA, but like, you know, that's kind of crazy. Dang, we got royalty in the house. Way to stick it to him, E. That's what I'm talking about, man. Sue those fuckers. think I need a label change. Nothing major, but just some minor tweaks. I'm a graphic designer and I've done some mock-ups. Ah, Tao's an artist. Tao is an artist. Hey, Tao, you ever done any t-shirt designs? I might need to holler at you. Why don't you drop me an email, man, if you're interested in doing some t-shirt designs. I got some ideas, my brother, that for some retro hoops merch, which is kind of the next thing that I'm like trying to work on. But yeah, if you're down for something like that, holla at me, man. We're gonna have to make this private chat. My man, I thought you were being investigated for fraud by the FBI. Is that still true? Hold up, this is getting good. Oh no, Eric said he's not getting. Brian Basketballs, what's up, brother? Little bonus stream. Listen, I'm gonna do this from time to time. Like, I really, I can't like really plan them out like I want to. Like tonight was an easy night. I put my kids down to bed. It was like 9 o'clock, and so I was like, well, shit, let me just pop on and see what's good, right? So I'll do that from time to time. But I wish I could, you know, like really like plan these out and do them ahead of time. So, you know, just to get enough people to get in the mix. But I mean, there's 90 of y'all in here. So it's like, I mean, I could like, you know, I like to say I couldn't give drugs to for free to 90 people. Yes, I have. I work for some pretty large companies. What's the mail? Drop me an email at I think it's retrohoops@gmail. I'll tell you right now. Yo, I need some help, my brother. I need some help. Trying to do some shirts. I'll tell you what the email is right meow. It is retrohoopbreaks@gmail.com. I'll put it in the chat. Let me see here. I need to start doing this too. So those of you who have or have not seen, and we're gonna pin this baby right here. So Collect 3D Prints. If you guys watch my videos, y'all know that's my brother's business. He has a 3D printing farm, and he came up with a design for a case, which is all the display cases that you see behind me. Let me see if we can kind of zoom in a little bit better. There we go. So my dream team, they're all in their Collect 3D print cases that has this nifty little thing here. So I just posted in the chat the link for that. If you guys are interested in them, they're like $4 a piece. They get cheaper if you buy more, but they're pretty dope. I mean, aside from the fact that it's my brother's business, right? So I'm a little bit biased, but I mean, the kid is a beast when it comes to designing and 3D CAD and all that stuff. You know, but they're awesome because they're like, he has them in like all these different colors and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, like my Kobe is in the yellow, and then the Shaq is in the gray. And, you know, like he just has like different colors. Like I don't know how many of you guys are into Pokemon, but like my Snorlax VMAX, it's in a white one. My Jordan's in a red one. I got a Keem Olajuwon back there in an orange one. He's got all kinds of colors, man. You guys should check them out. They're pretty dope. I really like them. They're really high quality. And the biggest thing I've always told people is that, like, and this is one of the things that Gary Vee said that I really agreed with, is that, you know, I didn't grow up in an era where it was about, you know, artwork and Picassos and you know, shit like that. This is my artwork, and this is what I like to display. And so, you know, when people come into my area, to my office, in my room, and they see all this stuff, you know, the first thing that they do is they go, oh, what's that all about? You know, and it's pretty dope to be able to talk to people and tell people about like your cards and what this Barcelona team means to you, or what Hakeem Olajuwon means to you, or what, you know, what all this stuff means to you. And it's never going to happen if you keep them all, you know, boxed up in here. Like, nobody's ever going to see them in here. You know what I'm saying? So when he came up with that design for these cases, I was like, dude, that is $1 million idea, my bro. And he ran with it, and he perfected it. We both have a younger brother who helped him with the design a little bit more, help him work out some kinks in the design, and you know, the little influence that I have here with this community that I built, you know, helped them push for the initial start. And I think he sold up to like 500 of them already, and you know, he's already got, you know, people reaching out to him in terms of buying in bulks and all that stuff. So you know, it's pretty cool, man. You guys check it out if you get a chance. I mean, there's a handful of you on here. I'd appreciate you know, using that link, because that's my affiliate link. He finally hooked me up with an affiliate link. And yeah, if you guys are interested, I love them. I mean, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a little bit of remodeling here pretty soon. I'm gonna stop working from home, so that, like, all these monitors that I got back here, that's kind of my work stuff. So once I take all that down, you know, it's gonna be kind of that thing. Tom, this is a cell phone case, and this is a picture frame stand. A little different, but seemingly the same concept, right? You know, but nobody's gonna display their cell phone up on the thing like that. But it's pretty cool, man. I like it, and I think it's a great idea, and you know, I wouldn't push it if it wasn't. Big Shot Bob Blade, that's my guy, man. That's my man. 100 grand. Let me see, man. I'm missing some of these comments and questions, guys. I'm sorry. I do need to grab some for sure. Yeah, Tom, dude, use the link, man. Check them out. Bought a few cases. They're sweet. Love them. I'm going to buy more. Yes, please, guys. Check them out. I am the headliner, and when I asked the lawyers how many people were involved in class log, she was up to like 400 people. However, I got cold feet and withdrew. Man, I'm pretty sure that if somebody picked up or started put together a class action lawsuit against PSA right now, they'd get some serious people. I was just reading the article about Eric's class action lawsuit. Yeah, man. Yo, I can't believe we got a freaking celebrity in the house, my man Eric. Shoot me an email, Eric, man. Keep me up to date on what happens with that, dude. That's pretty dope that you're doing that. The C-3PO Star Wars era is a good conversation piece to get a laugh. Oh yeah, the what was it called? The Golden Rod or something like that. My brother says that that's actually not the error card is the higher print of the two. The one where they fixed it is the least one. My brother knows about all that stuff, man. Let's go with slamming my name, but he didn't know the truth and knew what he was going for. I like your brother's cases. Yeah, man, it seems like a lot of you guys have picked up some cases before. I appreciate that. Mahomes Optic Center guy said was shipped, never provided tracking, still no tracking, hasn't responded to a message. How long should I wait to file a claim with eBay? Bought a Mahomes Optic Saturday, guy said shipped, never provided tracking, still no tracking, and hasn't responded to messages. I think eBay makes you wait like a certain amount of time, but as soon as you're able to. I'm assuming you paid a pretty penny for a Mahomes Optic. Was it a rookie, KP? Is that what you bought? Has a lot of feedback, but a few negative and neutral in the past 6. Who wants in with Panini Redemption lawsuit? Oh, I got some Panini redemptions from like early 2019. But did you guys see the guy at the National that was holding up a sign that says that he's been waiting 10 years for a redemption from Panini? He was like holding it up like at the front. It was hilarious. A bunch of people posted him on Instagram. It was pretty funny. I wish I had that problem. Retro, would you like to collaborate? I would like to collaborate with you and your brother, Alan. Alan Bailey, send me an email, bro. My email is I linked it in there. Let me see. I'm gonna go back and post it. I'll add it. I'll pin it to the top there, Alan. Can you only pin one thing at a time? Because if that's the case, I would much rather. Yeah, so here's my, I want to pin the I'd rather pin that's my email right there. Shoot me a message, man, and let me know what you're thinking. All right, folks, I'll probably hang out for like another 10 minutes or so and then call it a night. I really appreciate, man, there's 85 of you in here, guys. 85. That's insane. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, but Alan, shoot me a email, brother. I just posted my email in the chat. I like Anthony. I used to cut out all his Memphis highlights and picks and keep my Bible for church. That's dope. That's pretty cool. A funny story about that. The only time I've ever shoplifted as a kid was when me and my brother yanked out a poster. It was an Ultimate Warrior poster that we wanted really bad out of a thing, and then out of a Slam magazine was a Penny Hardaway poster out of a Slam magazine. I just had to have it. I was willing to go to jail for it. And now I have a autographed Penny Hardaway back there, which is, full circle. It's so dope. So we need to get the guy who stole all those cards in Dallas and see what he was thinking. Somebody stole a bunch of cards out in Dallas? Really? That sucks. Kind of weird. I had the store feedback after doing a deep dive. Seems like he sold a few cards a month ago and never shipped it. I go to my LCS once a week. I'm treated very well. Everyone in the shop knows I'm that guy. I'm telling you, E, you got Instagram or internet famous status. It's cool, man. I'm glad you're hanging out here with us. That's still dope. How long does Super Express take for PSA? A couple weeks, I think, is what it looks like. The last time I checked. You can go on there, see what their complete through dates. Super Express, it looks like, like about 5 or 6 days. Sack Low, you're looking at about 5 to 10 days, but is what it looks like. PWCC is still under FBI probe. Check your email, Hoops. I'll check them out, Natsman. What's up, brother? I'll check them out, man, and see what's what. Or are you telling me to check it out like right meow? Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. I don't have anything, Natsman, unless you sent me something right now. TW sent me an email. I'll check that out. But that was from earlier today, or from earlier in the chat. Anyone here ever graded a checklist? Oh, my man Pete graded a checklist. You want to flex on him, Pete? Let's flex on him. Where is it? There it is. My man Pete graded a checklist and got a 10 on it. But he did it because, from what I understand, what he was telling me, and y'all check out Pete's channel, man, the Dream Collector. But from what he was telling me is that this checklist is the only place that actually, let me see, what is this? We're number 1. That actually makes any mention to this card as being authentic. So it's pretty dope. Pretty cool. Anyone here? Great. Check your emails. All right, folks. KP. Blessings, my brother. Thank you so much for that super chat, my man. Much appreciated. Thank you. I've been in the hobby since 1979, and I was a shop owner from 1995 to 2000. That's like golden years, my brother. Golden years. I took a decade break and watched the community, went to the industrial summits and a few nationals, and I just had enough. Yeah, man. I love podcasts. Retro Hoops, love your PSA gem rates video review video. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I did that as part of a much larger live stream, and then I decided to do just like another video on that. So thank you for checking that out, man. Bought some big vintage basketball cards and CSGs for about the price of 2 graded lower PSAs. Really? What AdPack? What'd you get, man? AdPack stickers. Yo, are you into stickers, AdPack? I'm into stickers too, man. I love stickers. As a matter of fact, I just busted open a box of 2017, 2018 Panini. Looking for a Jason Tatum rookie card, and I got diddly squat. As far as rookies were concerned, so I was pretty pissed off about that. But I love stickers, man. Stickers are the shit. All right, let's see, man. I'm sorry, guys. I'm missing some of these comments here. I appreciate it. I have an 86 Fleer basketball graded checklist. Canton, that is a good checklist to have graded, my man, for sure. If you have cards sent to the vault that are $250 and the value of free cards $250 and above. I have several Fleer metal checklists that are pretty dope. A lot of the early Upper Deck checklists with Michael Jordan on them, those were pretty dope too. PSA only gives only gives 8s now. But now if it's charging taxes, I pay 8% in NY, so I feel you, brother. Oh, we live in Texas. No taxes over here, boy. 8.25%. Well, I think we pay a sales tax. That's it. There's no state tax, though. For giggles, I looked over at least 2,000 filler cards and found one that was perfect. And sent it into PSA back in October, hoping for a 10. You sent a filler? Oh, that's dope. That is so dope. Let's see, Tampa. But yeah, it's rough though. It's until July 1st when it's changed. Have you thought about cracking the SGCs you revealed today and resubmitting some to see about their consistency? So, Card Guy, yes, I actually have, and I think what I want to do, I think I want to do just that, and I'm gonna sneak them in to a different sub, a much larger sub, but I am gonna take a few of them and see what's what. Because that's a good way to test SGC's consistency. So at least with PSA giving out 8s, you don't have to worry about upcharges. Yeah, man, but that sucks, dude. If you get a PSA 8 on something you know damn well you should have got a PSA 10 on. I mean, I know guys that'll pay that upcharge all day long on a card that should have gotten a 10 versus getting an 8, because some of those 10s versus 8s can be thousands of dollars in value. So that sucks, man. I have Pop 1 1998 Finest Checklist BGS 95. I bought it just as it was fairly cheap. And the only graded one. I also have 4500 Panini point card in the order just cuz. Oh, so now you're just messing with them now. You're just messing with them now. I like that. That's hilarious, man. Hey, if you guys haven't hit the like button, there's 75 of you in here hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate that. If y'all haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Can you show a black PSA case for your brothers looking to buy a bunch, and I want to see what the PSA Charles Trujillo. I don't know that I have a black PSA case. Let me see. So I don't have a black PSA case. Nope, I sure don't. Let me see if he might have one on the website. Collect3dprints.com. Black. Yeah, so it's gonna depend, man. Depending on what you want to buy. So here's the card here. I'm wondering if he's got anything on his Instagram. Nope. Nope. That's not it either. There we go. He might have some. Collect. Dang, what happened to all my Collect 3D prints? Here it is right here. So that's his PSA 8 Luke Skywalker in a black case. That kind of what you were looking for there, Charles? Man, I'm missing so many of you guys' comments. I'm sorry, guys. Dun, 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 dun. Should be subbed a business lawyer. I got a Jacob Eason PSA 10 Select base for like $15 on one of the big considered eBay auctions months ago. Should I sell now or chance it all? Jacob Eason, quarterback for Jacob Eason, quarterback for. Oh yeah, because what's his name is out. Carson Wentz is out, right? I thought that they signed. Who did they sign as the other quarterback? It was him and the other guy, right? The Colts. There you go. Man, it's a good hold. I'd hold on. No worries, probably just a bunch of different other colors. Yeah, Charles, that's the one that I have up for PSA. I mean, if you check out his Instagram page, he's got a handful of stuff up there. Yeah, I think that's the only PSA one that he has in the black actually on display. Yeah. So yeah, check it out, man. If you want to order some, Charles, hit the link, man. That'll kick your boy back a little percentage. Yeah, definitely sell after he throws 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I need to buy. My brother bought from, I think, was it Slab Stocks? I think that's where he bought from. And he said that this was probably the most easiest way to buy cards. No, was it Slab Stocks? Where did he tell me he bought that card from? My brother bought a card from one of these companies. I don't remember which one it was, but he said it was awesome. All right, folks. Man, I'm gonna wrap this up. Let's see here. I'm gonna get to wrapping this up. It is just about 11:30 around here. But man, thank you guys for hanging out and chatting with me. We had my man Eric as a surprise celebrity guest in here today, which was dope. telling us all about his lawsuit with PSA. That's awesome. Good luck to you with that, E. I hope that you make those fuckers pay. Man, it's just dope stuff. Thank you guys for those of you who sent a super chat. I appreciate that so much, man. I really do. That's insane that you guys would do that. Thank you so much. Remember, hit the links in the description. I'm gonna upload all the links to all the affiliate stuff that I have. If you guys want to, help a brother out, a little support there for the channel, that would be amazing. I'd really appreciate that. The biggest one for me that I always like to push is, of course, Collect 3D Prints. Y'all know I've been pushing that one pretty hard. Yeah, thank you guys so much. If you haven't hit the like button already, hit like on the live stream. It's pretty dope. It helps me out, gets the stuff out there to everybody, and hopefully we get some more folks in the community and hanging out with us on these impromptu nights that I do these live streams. I'm gonna try to get a little bit better about planning ahead for some of these. My intention was to do one every Sunday, but like this Sunday was like super crazy for me here at home. I like doing them like this too, where it's just like, you know what, I got a couple hours, man. Let me just hit it up and see what's going on, see what these guys are out here talking about. And thank you guys so much for everything, for all the support, for all the interaction, and I really do love y'all, man. I like I said, I do this for fun, so it's pretty cool to hang out with a handful of y'all and Like I said, we had a surprise celebrity guest with us tonight. But I also want to, line up some of you guys. My man JD from JD Sports Cards. We've tossed around a couple of ideas of what we wanted to talk about. So maybe I'll figure out a way that I can start bringing in some of you guys in on this, so we can chat and hang out and talk shit. But in the meantime, man, I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you guys on the next live stream. Until then, peace.